One of America's favourite sports, but being played in rural Uganda. The Ugandan Little League baseball team had hoped to play in the US when they qualified for the Little League World Series last year, the first ever African team to make the cut. But their dreams were shattered. They had to pull out of the tournament when their visa applications were rejected by the American embassy in Uganda's capital, Kampala.
They told us we're not going to get the visas. Everybody felt bad and everybody moved their way. Some of us said that I'm not going to play baseball again, and we told them, you come and we play.
When a Canadian charity heard the Ugandans had been blocked by red tape, they raised money to send the Canadian Little League team to Uganda to make up for the disappointment.
I can't imagine fighting all the way to nationals, winning it, and then saying, no, you can't go to Williamsport. I just wouldn't be able to handle that.
The Canadian team's visit is a baseball mission of goodwill. They're donating equipment, turning wasteland into baseball fields, and doing some training with the Ugandan team. Even American baseball star Jimmy Rollins has come to help. He says that the young Ugandan players are made of hard stuff.
You know, I've seen these kids get in front of balls, and I'm just like, there's no way in the world you could pay me enough money without a helmet and some pads on to stay in front. But this is what they have.
Many of the players, like Felix Aboki, live in some of Kampala's poorest slums. He's an orphan, and so he lives with his grandmother, and like many children living in areas like this, his guardians don't know exactly when he was born. Most people in Uganda don't even have birth certificates, and that was the problem when the team applied for visas. US officials said documents didn't match up, and so they barred the trip. The embassy declined to comment any further. Had it not been for the strict US immigration rules, this game of baseball would have taken place in a stadium of 20,000 people in Pennsylvania. Now, months later, the Ugandans finally get a chance to play the Canadian team who would have been their first opponents at the Little League World Series. And it's a victory for the Ugandan side.
I was the one who scored the winning run. This is a good day for the Ugandan team because they have played well.
They never got to experience the American dream, but the boys on the Ugandan team have made new friends and played a game they'll never forget. Malcolm Webb, Al Jazeera, Mpigi, Uganda.